Hello, Northstar here with another Wildermyth Let's Play. Welcome back. I was just about to do a battle, I think, before. I got up, I stretched, I needed, got a tiny bit of food, came across a family member. I was about to assault the site, that's right. Came across a family member watching a little bit of movie C. Mild spoilers. Um, movie takes place in a society where a pandemic has wiped out humans' ability to see, most people, and led to societal collapse of what was a modern technological society into like a medieval tech level. They blame it on the ability to see that caused the collapse. Society full of superstition. But if something like that ever happened, it wouldn't be due to sight, obviously. It would be due to greed and our society's unwillingness to muster the resources to deal with the pandemic properly, as well as lack of willingness to properly fund, which requires sacrifice and higher taxes and stuff, virus research, virology. Somebody who did research in that field myself back when I was healthy before I got long COVID, and before moving on to other research subjects, it wasn't the most recent research I did. That was in cardiac stuff, but part of the reason I didn't do that more is because there's no money in it, because there's no funding. It's very hard to get projects funded in virology for basic research in it, like I was doing, especially. You don't research viruses, don't do basic virology, you won't be able to deal with pandemics when they occur. You won't know enough about the families of viruses that agents that cause pandemics come from, and you won't have enough basic understanding of things that viruses can do and clever tricks they have. One of the things, the virus I was studying had some clever tricks that were not unrelated to some of the clever tricks that the coronavirus does to evade the immune system partly, which is in ways that allow it to reinfect people who have been infected before, as this virus that I studied also could do. You can get COVID more than once. I knew people have gotten it 7 times even. I got it 3 times eventually. I got long COVID after the second. It disabled me, prevented me from becoming a physician. I got it from a family member, which I was forced to visit by another family member, despite saying it was incredibly dangerous the first time, and the second time, your risk of long COVID goes up with each infection. From a roommate who legally crossed state lines to return from business trip infected with COVID. If our society invested enough in virus research, we might have been able to deal with the pandemic much faster, and I would have never become disabled, for instance. I got COVID the second time right before the vaccine was available for healthy individuals. In my area, it was already available for ultra sick individuals, and with the immunocompromised, they were already getting special early access. So it would have only taken a little time difference to make the difference, and my life wouldn't have been ruined. But societal greed is, not societal greed. That's putting the blame where it doesn't belong. The greed of the rich, of the ruling class, who control most of the wealth of society, like the billionaires, and don't want to pay more taxes to fund worthwhile endeavors, and the more money they could ever spend. And the fools, I hate to say this, and if you're a Christian, this is not to call people fools lately, but the fools who buy into their propaganda and think we need to always be lowering taxes, not funding things, not realizing some things are worth funding, some things aren't, but there are far too many things we don't fund, so taxes do need to be higher to fund worthwhile endeavors. It's important you select those carefully. Not all spending is worthwhile. Anyhow, the society collapsed, as I said, would not be due to sight. I thought they removed this event. Pastoral Quarrel. On the road to Glumfall Blind. Hey, don't come this way if you don't want a muck bath. Says it's muddy. Yeah. Hey, you ever think about farming? I don't know. It was a different event, I guess. Supposing you were born in another place or time, if instead of trails and battle, your life consisted of ponderous hours tending your fields, what would you choose to grow? Onions. Big juicy ones. Bet it'd be fun pulling them up. Could have an onion pulling contest. Heh, you get it. Rhubarb, for some reason, is what comes to my mind. Something about the color. Rhubarb, kind of tart, isn't it? Hey, Jevon, what about you? What would you grow? Huh? I guess I'd... That last one's interesting. I'd grow nothing. I'm curious what this is. They live a grueling life, those farmers. That's not what I'd want, I'm saying. Well, it's not for everyone, sure. And anyway, if it was really a Starfus world, I don't know, I think I'd feel even less inclined to stay put, to forge connections. Like to think we'd still be friends, though. Sun's getting low. Ah. The sun is getting low. Sure is. Did I hear it was muddy ahead? He said so, Weissler. You get a random bonus from this event. I forget if... Just checking because I have curiosity. Yeah, it's all sorts of random stuff. In fact, no. Your response doesn't matter. At all. Amusing. It's completely random. That allows you to just roleplay it. That's cool. I think I remember looking at before and noticing this had a variety of outcomes, but they're all identical. Just rolling the dice. It's cute. But yeah, I was thinking more like not farming, more along the lines of maybe he'd want to be a hunter, like live in the woods and hunt game. Professional hunter, I guess not. But, you know, not for everyone. But some people like that. Personally, I like plants. I don't like annuals. I would want to have like a olive orchard or a winery or grow grapes. I'd probably not make wine, sell table grapes maybe. Or I guess like nut farm. Stuff that's more of a longer term investment rather than like onions. Anyways, teach their own. Here's a seeker. Droning winds carry it inexorably closer. Its dodging flight impossible to predict. Yeah, it's hard to hit. And when it gets close, it can stun or put in stasis your characters rather. Which they can't be attacked, but they also can't do anything during the battle. 2 Dweavers and a Thrixl. Oh, there's a water spirit. And Yeah, I guess Dream Trap it has from the beginning. Stasis is not in itself like directly damaging or anything. Of course, that reduces the size of reduces your party's ability to fight, and then they can go and do it to another, and then another character can put your whole party in stasis, and then you lose, I assume. These things are annoying, dangerous, hard to kill. Forget if you can remove it with like aid, but Gemlin's got like kind of leather armor. It's not real armor, it's Humble Jennings, but Muslim's first effort armor craft. These are the hardiest cloths and articles that could be found. Stored under stairs, boxed away in the attic, or hanging in the shed among tools of another life. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. Though Theridia and Uli are properly armored. If I get close to that, I can upgrade weapons. That includes, like, if he touches it, this can turn to a tier 1 water staff, because there are no tier 0. Or this into a tier 1 water mace. Or a tier 1 water axe. So Leisler, probably, since water is very good to set weapons by priming with swords, it'd be best if Leisler was the one who caught it, but whatever. First I gotta deal with this stupid seeker before it draws up and puts people in stasis. She's got Stalwart Plus, so I think she can't be affected by that status effect. These are all kind of melee combatants. She stands here. Have a little to worry about from them. She can just go Guardian and knock him back. She's friends with everyone but Uli at this point. So that one of them should back her up. I don't know if Uli's made friends yet. Spitter Charisma? No. Curiosity. Oh yeah, Jeff Watt is bisexual. The only non-straight character in the party. So without another non-straight character, he's just forming relationships with women. Romantic ones. Anyways, this might try and take cover this way, so the safest way should be, I think, standing here is the best chance of killing it. We could just fly over the terrain and it's these buggers. Ooh, stunt. Bows are somewhat more useful against Thrixl than against Osemes, as opposed to crossbows, which are shorter ranged, do less damage. That being said, I still prefer crossbow and shield, I think. And that's not historically inaccurate. Crossbows were used with shields. In some wars, not all the time, but you see it in the Battle of 15, you see it in the Pavese crossbowmen of certain northern Italian city-states. Basically, whether it's shields on the back of someone and they would turn around and face the shield, kind of point it, or more often not that, but stick it into the ground and then hide behind it while they reload. Or a team where they had someone paired up with them and hold the shield while they're reloading. They would have these kind of firing teams. Medieval warfare was more complicated than people think. I don't have a bow for Wilsum yet, though. Jevin lad, good with a bow. Yeah. Fun. You may do less damage than Uli, or actually not, but definitely be less accurate. You can still try and hit this Seeker. I mean, the Dweever's gonna close, so I need to fox fight. Still got 1/4 cover, but hard to hit. Oop! Another stunt and dead, thankfully. And that was the biggest threat. Dweever will still be able to close and hit people, though. Nowhere is really safe. If I go here and block most places, it could pop up here, though. Would there be cover at least? I'm pretty sure be able to fit tat across this. Maybe not, because it'd be adjacent to it. Because as Pierce, this webbing should be the most effective thing damaging this. Could just if I interface with these two objects, shouldn't be able to get close enough to attack the same time it interfuses. There we go. here's another Dweaver. Fuse with this rock. Avoid damaging the water spirit. That thing's friendly. And it should, if it moves, move adjacent to Lysar and he'll get a staff upgrade. I believe. If not, if it stays put, off to move him next to it. If the thing popped here, it could still hit Lysar. She's got warding, so she doesn't have to worry that much about getting ether burned, and she will, but it won't damage her while she is stalwart. Or her. And pretty much guaranteed to be able to kill this thing. So, gauging it's probably useless, but I guess it doesn't hurt. She can't shoot anything else. She could prepare to knock back the Dweaver, that's right. Yeah, that's good. Guaranteed hit. It'll probably appear here. Could appear here and try and hit Oli, but I'm trying to remember the reach on this. Range 1.6. Yeah, it's not enough to reach over that tile. Guess I could destroy scenery with them. Won't quite finish the tree in one turn, but it's getting there. Getting to killing it. walls 30 at least show a higher dodge chance. Mm-hmm. Nice, she's so much better armored. She's not. Oh wait, actually, she has more permanent armor. She just took a hit. Anyways, wanted to move there and then take a swing. Or engage here, slightly different angle, and stab it. So start flanking for more people, and so prepare to destroy that tree. Actually. Oh, dead's dead. Now it's just a matter of a Thrixl. You'd prefer to be left alone, wouldn't you, Bree? You can either take a Losi point or enchant an item. Enchant the staff. The Ashen Branch of Dubiosity. Okay. I think I prefer a different name. Of course, these all refer to leaf type stuff when this is Coreal Water Staff. Irritating. I swear it tries to grief you. Flame, tree, anything that's there refers to water. You know what? Final Isolator Staff. It's generic. Functional. I should just try and kill this thing. Or delay it reaching my people. Shackle is good for pinning it, so I'll do that. Makes it easy target with ranged. range fighters recover from going to melee. It's pinned for 2 turns. Go here. Destroy the scenery. Whenever he's walling, he shouldn't be able to be either burned. Even if it can reach here. Guess it can. Now add sufficient warding, and walling reduces damage taken by 1, so they were cool. And dead. Need be, I could have interfused with the object. There's no way it was going to get close enough to do damage. Okay. And now I'm going to give us armor. Those are pretty rare and very useful. Finally wrought design. Drawing eyes among the crowd. Fox quartz strap. I think 30 has enough armor. We'll assume or he's never going to be able to close. And Thrixl will now have more armor. That stinks. What? Battle over. All worked out. We made the corpses. We should burn and bury them too, right? Meanwhile, our enemy moves. Investigate thoroughly. There's probably items here. A third delving through the mysteries of Gunfall Blind has proven rewarding. Good, we're done. Gunfall Blind will return to the hands of the common folk while they tend it. The set provide resources at the end of each chapter. Heartwoods, hide. I also got some now. And a ringlet. Fox quartz ring gives armor. A smooth ring, fashioned whole from a river stone. Mages do gain a little armor as they level up, so I could get them 1 level for the rare occasions where you can't help but get tat. We'll just get 0.3 per level though. Yeah, I'll do it till we'll soon. Let's see, 2 ingots, 2 heartwood, a hide, and 2 fabrics. To clear this last site before I can do the final chapter thing. No, this is an edge in future next chapter. Could be incursions come through here. Probably let a few happen, fight them for extra augments and experience to drag the next chapter out. So maybe someone retires. We'll assume his retirement age is only 48. 30 is too, so yeah. I think I'm gonna build a couple levels of defenses here. Save, because the item. I'm pretty sure it upgrades one level after the chapter for next, so I just needed to get to 2 for it to be 3 later. They come here first. They almost have to. It does get some serious rain. Quickfire would be in that clearing behind us. During enemy incursion, each tier of defenses will slow down the enemy and reduce their incursion size by 1. Defenses will also grant buffs during a defense mission. Yeah, I wouldn't. In general, I wouldn't let incursions do their dirty work. Ah! Wilson Double and Oli Ponderwing have fallen in love. Maybe she'll have another child with him. Is too. Cool. So yeah, take a fairly aggressive approach towards incursions, either fighting them the moment they come into friendly terrain or intercepting them. Intercepting will get me augments. Fighting them earlier when they're bigger will get me more experience. It's only a desperate situation. You let them wear down themselves in defenses, maybe raise a site you have to rebuild. I think that costs legacy points too. Like the calamity's ticking, but go. Send them all to build defenses there as well. I guess here, and then swing around. Or maybe clear the site. And surround here. I should have enough heartwoods at that point to make a bow for someone. Plus I could get one here, so it's helpful first to find out where there might be stuff. Also, as that grows, makes for a bigger fight, which means more experience. Now, the reason I probably want some people to retire after Chapter 2 is they can pass on part of their experience to the rest of your party. Mystics, in particular, level very slowly. That's the only way I can hope to get the Mystic or Hunter up to high levels without seeing grinding forever, which would be boring for you guys. Anyways, they're making relationships. I think I could get an opportunity quest this chapter, but they would have to be closer with each other. No one has necessary. Oh, no, it's only tier 2 relationships for the first hook, so some of them could. Let them all head here. Calamities. The bards are problematic. Generally speaking, the Thrixl will make the hardest fights, so spend my remaining legacy points in that. Okay, well, anyhow, defense is built. They need to clear the site. A whole bunch of Drauben. and a little crafting, then the final fight of the chapter. Not dragging out this first chapter too much. See if there's an event before the fight, then I'll probably cut the video right before a fight, and the fight will be in the next video. Keep these manageable. Alright, 40 minutes. Why not? Shorter, easier watches for you guys. Have to see this channel succeed, because my long COVID still way can maybe support myself someday. Not be relying on entirely on welfare systems that are full of holes and will probably get cut entirely someday. Need to get this channel to where I can add money. Won't completely support me, but that plus saving money, being frugal maybe. The Great One. So I noticed Lysur's been gone for a while. Any clues why? Might be we overshot some. Or he did. Should backtrack a bit? This peddler may know. Oh, peddler woman. Who? Excuse us, peddler woman. We're wondering if you've seen a fellow pass this way. He be kind of mystical looking. That's one way to describe him. Well, firstly, I'm not selling anything. Could have been any time in the past couple days. Where are you coming from? Small village near what we used to call Wet Dove Shrine. It's not. Wet Dove Shrine's where he was headed. Give it a look. But you never saw him? Sorry, no. But listen. Folks have been disappearing back there. I don't know what's got into them. But it's not safe. I've packed my things and I'm heading out. Your friend? Well, I hope you find him. The woman and her cart roll along. Ominous woman. Imagine packing your life up like that. In any case, I guess we better pick up the pace. Later. Anything? No. You? No, it's a little village, but I doubt they all packed and left. From a gully among the rocks rises a brief gust of voices. Hear that? Come, great one, great one, come. Great one, come, great one. Great one seems kind of shy tonight, huh? Hush up, you. Yeah, hush. Come, great one, we brought you your gift. Spare us. Leisler? The urgent cries in amber torchlight are easy to follow in an otherwise still night. Leisler's cage is makeshift, but sturdy. So I've got him a cage, and in case you guys aren't familiar with this kind of trope, they're going to feed him to something. This is a sacrifice, isn't it? Shh. Now if we stop it. Little reasoning goes a long way. Good neighbors, landsfolk, listen. There's no need for blood. Trying to get us all killed, stranger? Or just yourself? The opposite. See, that's my friend you've caged up. For better or worse, I have to stand up for him. Jevonlod? This is the price of survival. Our own are not exempt. The Great One demands sacrifice, and we have no choice but to oblige. No choice at all? What are you saying? And what's this Great One? You haven't seen it. The Great One, it comes with a host of bloodthirsty beastmen. Monsters. It burns, it eats, or else it rages and kills across the countryside. So we'll kill it. Huh? We'll kill it. Won't we? Guess so. You really mean that? You'll stand its way? Do battle with the deadly monster? Why? Because it's slightly more palatable than killing you. So the other option would have been. If we fail, then it gets to eat us anyway, doesn't it? Either way, you're safe. Unless I kind of use them as cannon fodder in this fight. Because they were going to sacrifice someone. Not getting killed on purpose, but if there's risk to be taken, I'm certainly going to have them risk their lives, not my party. Well, I see no harm in letting you try. Don't expect us to throw our lives in with yours. The village folk shuffle past, up to their homes. Jevonlod, 38, and will soon break Lysander out of his prison. That's most folks have found. They kill the innocent to save themselves. Within the cave, a blue crow growls, and then a hungry growl. The Great One, torturous crackling accompanies its torquing gait. The sound of stone heating till it breaks. A ripping hot roar as from a black furnace flows forth. Oh, they won't join me. Well, oh well. If I fought them, it would have been less experience for what it's worth. But this is going to be a hard fight. Probably get injured and have to have people heal. 3 Dwarven archers, 3 stumps, and the Great One. Dwarven already are a threat, hard to kill, but Great One's a real piece of work. Let me say that. Probably should have just rescued the guy, and if I had, it'd be a much easier fight. But chose to do this. So, anyways, until next time, it's Northstar signing off. I wish you all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. And may you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Adieu. And watch for the next video.